guys, welcome back to my channel, and today it's time for a new building series. Today we are building the new Black Thunder. So what is so special about this machine? Of course, I'm sure you have seen plenty of videos and photos from SAB, but for all of that who didn't, the new Goblin Black Thunder is part of the speed looking family, just like the 380 and the 500 Sports. It also has this very famous speed look with the tiny paws and the tail a bit more up in the air. For all of you who don't like that, you can always purchase the optional landing skids. But for me, I really like this look, so for me it's okay. Then, of course, you have this very famous yellow carbon scheme. This time it's just a bit different because you have this red here also, but I guess with the black, the yellow and the red you should have a very, very good sight and a good view in the air. And then the most important thing is that this is a 650 size. It's not a 700, but it's a 650, so it's because of its size, it's a bit more lightweight. And SAB did its best to reduce the weight of the helicopter as far as possible. So, for example, you have a much more lightweight chassis, you have a tinier rotor head and tail rotor head, and the most important thing is that you have a really more lightweight canopy and tail boom. So, all in all, you should not be able to put it over 5 kilo. So, and as there is also in the future a stretch kit for 700 available, if you don't choose too overwhelming and too heavy electric devices, you should be able to bring this as a 700 also under 5 kilo. So why is this 5 kilo so important for me? Well, here in Germany we have a 5 kilo limit law, like this. And we cannot fly out of an RC club if it's over 5 kilos. So for us it's really important, and I guess SAB did a really good job with that. And I'm really curious to see and to show you the final weight of the pure mechanics, and then also with the electric devices and ready to fly. So as you know me and my flying style, you know that I'm not a person who is choosing too big electric devices, because I'm not that much a smacker. Well, I admit that with this machine I want to try a bit more high RPM, or let's say for me middle RPM flying. But of course also I like a lightweight machine, so in case that I put the RPM a bit down, it doesn't feel so heavy. So the devices I will put in is a typical classical 700 setup. I will choose a Contronic Pyro 752. This is a really lightweight motor, has plenty of power, and of course if you read in the manual, SAB tells you to put a 750-56 in it. This is recommendable if you want to fly really high RPM, so you need this more kV. As I know that I will never spool up so high, I guess this one is perfect for me with the kV, and this will be running together with my Contronic Jive Pro 120 amps. This is a HV ESC. This means I can put my servos in HV mode with 8 volts directly, and with this tiny part here I can also use my Contronic Tell Me. This is really cool because I can plug that into my ESC, and then this cable goes to my receiver, and the receiver can directly send to my transmitter the RPM I'm using, I'm flying, the amps I'm currently running, the maximum peak of amps, how much capacity I used, how much voltage I have right now, the temperature of my motor, and it can also warn me if I'm going over a certain limit. So for example, if I say, okay, I want to spend 3000 amps of my battery, and I'm doing that, then my transmitter automatically will warn me and I know when to land. This is especially useful if you're flying different RPMs. So if you say, oh, I'm starting with a bit low RPM, then I will spool up for a bit of smacking, and then I will go down to low RPM. It's a bit of difficult to fly with a timer because you never know how much you spend. But with something like this, it's really easy because you land when the capacity is done. It's easy as that. And for the servos, I'm using, as always, my Graupner servos. For the swash plate, I will use my Graupner HPS 860 BBMG. These are high voltage servos, and in the last 2-3 years I flew them in all of my machines, and I'm happy with them. And for the tail, I will use the HPS 770, and like with the swash plate servos, I'm really happy with them. And of course, like always, the flybarless system is a Graupner GR18. This is a combined receiver with flybarless system, and the good thing is that I can directly program it from my transmitter. I don't need any laptop or any proc unit or something. I just directly on my transmitter I can go into the telemetry and land. I don't have to take off the canopy, I just land, open the menu, type my new settings in and start again. So this is pretty easy and I really like it. I fly it now since 2 or 3 years and it works. It just works. So yes, this is will be my setup, and I guess now it's time for the unboxing. So now that we have seen what's inside the box, well, I'm home after work right now and I'm really keen on starting to build. So I hope maybe on Sunday or on Monday I can upload the next video and tell you a bit more about some special things I discovered during the build, and also of course the weights. So we will see how much this baby will weigh without, ready to fly without batteries, of course. So I hope you like this short intro to the new Goblin Black Thunder, and we will see you soon.